is your boy Shafferspeeks. Let's get right into Riverdale Season 4, Episode 9, 6, Tangerine. That word right there is going to be very repeated various times throughout this damn review because that happens to be the really hypnotic spell word, trigger word, that sends Polly and Alice into doing some murderous type ish. Because first, Polly mutilates a fucking nurse. Now, mind you, Polly receives a very cringy and creepy ass phone call that happens to be from Evelyn from behind bars. Basically, Tangerine is basically, the code word to do some hideous things like murder, and as a result to actually kill Dark Betty, quote unquote. But Betty realizes this because Alice grabbed a fucking knife very menacingly and charged towards Betty. That's when she makes her calls her brother Charles. Says, "Hey, put me under." So Betty goes under. She goes back in time to where that 7-year-old Betty, she stops herself from killing Carmel with a rock. And then she uses that very rock to shatter the mirror in her damn room, thus killing Dark Betty. Oh well, I guess the 7 years of bad luck is finally over. Wrong, because throughout the episode we see a lot of people, almost catch cases, man, almost catches the damn dust. Most definitely would actually result in my boy FP, who takes a close range bullet to the damn chest after FP and Archie pull up on Dodger and his damn brother Fagin. Now, Fagin, they pull up. Archie sees a few of his kids, they got beat up by Dodger and his clique. Archie doesn't play in that bullshit. In fact, he told FP, "Look, man, I'm the one who's around Riverdale with the mask, kicking some ass." You know what I'm saying? So that's what prompts FP to put back his own surfer jacket, run up with Archie on Dodger and his crew. They beat the shit out of them. But they get that victory drink pops is steadily and very quickly interrupted by, like I said, a flesh wound given to FP by a damn close range chest bullet. Obviously, Archie's with the shit. He runs out after, Dodger's mom and his brother. He beats this motherfucker to a bloody damn pulp. Much to the kids' eyes. Viewer discretion is advised. The kids saw the stuff. Archie runs home to his mother crying, saying, "Why do heroes like Fred have to die? Meanwhile, people like Dodger are still alive." Or in other words, why? Like I said, yeah, why do heroes like Fred have to die and villains like Dodger get to be alive? And that's when Archie realizes, man, look, I need some help. Dr. Burble, I need your help. I'm gonna have to ring you. You know what I'm saying? So I hope that happens. Another thing I've noticed, my boy Jughead signed, the new contract, for the next book. Mr. DuPont was like, "Oh shit." DuPont was like, "Oh man, this is outstanding ass paper, man. You win the damn contest." Now, I wish my boy Jughead read that contract a little bit more thoroughly because something tells me the way he signed his signature with a crown on top makes me think, "Oh damn, my boy is dead." Because you get a flash forward with Archie telling Betty, "What the hell did you do?" And she has a rock in her damn hand, and we see Jughead's seemingly lifeless body there. You know what I'm saying? Then also, speaking with the help, I believe of, I guess with FP or Charles, I should say, tracks down his grandfather and asks him about why he wrote the first book and why was he like the way he was to FP, his father. His grandfather explains, "Listen, take every opportunity that you can, that's given to you." But then also he explains to him, "Look, I wrote the first Baxter book, and I, pretty much regretfully signed away my publishing rights because the deal actually resulted in him only getting 5,000 measly ass dollars, and that bitterness, unfortunately, he took it out on his son FP Jr. with the bottle." Now, obviously, Jack tells his grandpa, "Look, Dad, Grandpops, you can get, another chance at this. I want you to meet Dad. I want you guys to bury the hatchet." So when Jughead returns with his father FP, much not to FP's surprise, his father's nowhere near to be seen. Because he just expected that. But then also it makes me think, like, what the hell? Like, is there something in the fine print of that damn contract of writing the next book that makes it a big mystery? as to why Jughead, went the way that he went, because he went to the damn ritual ceremony in the northern woods. He sees Brett and Donna in the Skulls and Quails Society. That's the part of the ritual, because Jughead told Ritual he sees to get a rock, bash the skull, and there's the key. So I'm wondering what the hell is the key for? You know? And then also, Ronnie's going through her usual shit with her father. She tries to get, she accepts the Riverdale Community College, which is against what she really wanted to do, but she does it anyway. She tries to get into Columbia, but her father, being the snake ass nigga he is, he brings the guy, pretty much the dean of Columbia, if I'm not mistaken, to her speakeasy. Sees her perform and says, I don't think that's really against, I don't think that's, for the rules. Is it, Dean? But she still gets into Columbia though. But it's the fact that just like what Mrs. Burville says, they're obsessed with each other. They're very petty, and I'm gonna possibly assume that Betty, not Betty, but Veronica better just fucking ghost her father for real. But then also Cheryl finds out that Penelope's been living. She smokes out her mother, literally, quite literally, when she burns, I believe, the Thistle House on fire. Turns out Penelope has been living in the damn walls of the damn Thistle House. And she's been the one that's been gaslighting it, pun intended. So Cheryl, pretty much takes her mother in as prisoner. Penelope admits to her daughter, look, I was jealous of the fact that of the connection and love you had between you and Jason. I was jealous of it. And not even that, but then also, Cheryl had to say goodbye to her brother one last time. So she takes, her brother and pushes him down Sweetwater River one last time, Viking funeral style. So I think this is all too many damn red ass flags. Tony, run! Run your ass up out of here. But with that being said, man, this is what your boy Shafferspeeks, man. Make sure you guys hit the like button, the subscribe button. Peace and love. This was this fall finale series. This is the season's fall finale of Riverdale, man. I hope you guys really enjoyed it. Peace and love.